What's going on? So today we've got a follow along back workout that you can do right at home. All you're gonna need for today's workout is an exercise bench and a few sets of dumbbells. And this is literally some of the most important workouts I could show you are back workouts, because too many times when we're thinking about home workouts, working out at home, we don't focus on what's on the back side of our body. We just look at what we can see in front of the mirror. So it's super important that you work on that back side of your body so you can improve your posture, work on the other half of the physique that helps support everything else in the front. So with all that being said, I'm gonna get after it and I'm gonna show you how it's done in today's video. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's workout. My name's FrankWall. I'm a certified personal trainer and fitness nutrition coach. On this channel, I'm gonna help you feel, move, and look better through mobility, training, and nutrition. Now, as always, if you'd like to go ahead and skip straight to the workout, please just go ahead and click in that comment section or in that description down below and you can get straight to it. So for today, all you're gonna need is a set of dumbbells. Now, what I have pictured down here is I have like a couple of heavy ones for my row and pullovers, and then I have a couple of lighter ones. You're really gonna need probably 4 individual dumbbells and then a set, because we're gonna do a little warm up in the beginning. So especially with this back workout, we're not gonna get straight into it. Now, if you do have some issues with your shoulders, I highly recommend doing one of my shoulder rehab videos. I'm gonna link that down below. Also, I highly recommend you're doing my upper body foam rolling video. That's just gonna help loosen up the lats, loosen up all those tight spots in the upper body. But what we will do when we start, we're gonna do some external rotations and goalposts. We're gonna go through it. So basically it's gonna be a 20-minute workout today. Each move is gonna be 45 seconds long with a 15-second rest break in between. We have 2 warm-up moves, and then we're gonna have 8 kind of working moves. Now the last 2 is gonna be the same move. We're just gonna do them a little bit differently. The first 3 moves, we're gonna do them on each side. So you have 6, the first 3 moves are the same, but they're gonna be repeated on each side. So there's 6, and then 7, 8. The last 2, they're both pullovers, but 1, we're gonna be just kind of lying down flat on the bench. And if you do have issues with your hips and shoulders, maybe they're a little tight, you can repeat it the same way again, but I'm gonna show you a different way to do it where we kind of lie perpendicular to the bench, and it just helps engage a little bit more of a stretch into the hips and into the lats. So with all that being said, we're gonna get into today's workout. Please, as always, grab your water bottles. Let's get hydrated, and we're gonna smash today's back workout. All right, we'll go ahead and get 15 seconds on the clock. We'll grab a little bit of this water. We'll get rolling. We're gonna start off light, and I'm gonna grab my light dumbbells. We're just gonna use some 8s. So here, have some 8s. I'm gonna start off with some external rotations. So just holding these elbows, they're just kind of glued into the side of my body, and I'm just opening them up. Now, my hands are in a neutral grip position. I like to play around with this sometimes. I might go neutral grip, and I might also go underhand grip. This is just a little different way. Sometimes when I'm underhand, as you can see, I can really, every single rep, I'm trying to focus on opening up that shoulder. We're not trying to move our elbows around. We're keeping them glued into one portion of the body. Sometimes they may move back a little bit. I may switch and go with a little bit more underhand grip position. And even in every single rep, you can see I'm trying to really open up those shoulder blades. Not like crazy arch my back, but as I open it up, I'm just externally rotating at the elbow joint here, and I'm just trying to pull those shoulder blades back, okay? Shake it off for just a second. Next move, we're gonna get into some goalposts. Now, these are 2 shoulder openers, 2 shoulder mobility moves, but I always like to prioritize my shoulder health because that can limit you when you're doing anything else. So arms at 90 degrees. If this is too much, you may go body weight, or we may just use water bottles, or like I said, just use body weight. But we're gonna bring our arms up in a 90-degree position, and we're just gonna drop it down, and then we're moving it right back up. If you have the mobility, we can come down a little bit. Try and keep the wrists straight. They may break, but try and keep them straight, and you're gonna move it right back up to the top. Coming down, getting a nice stretch, and then coming up. This one, we don't have to use a lot of weight, so you actually may go way lighter than you did on those external rotations. So we're just dropping this down, moving it up. As you can see from the side, I have these elbows up, dropping down, nice control, rotating back up. We're not trying to set any records with this move in particular because it's, it's a light weight and it's a very sensitive move. So I use the lightest dumbbells there. Next one, we're gonna do a single arm, half kneeling, bent over, reverse fly. I'm gonna use a 12-pound, okay? One hand onto the bench, one knee down, one foot down, pull that stomach in back flat. I'm bending the elbow. Hand can be flatter on the knuckles, pinch that shoulder blade and coming up. So this does not take a lot of weight. I never go heavy, and even this, I mean, it's a decent bit of weight if you get the pause. Okay, so if you can't pause at the top, go lighter. Like I said, you may even just use a water bottle. But all I'm doing is I'm pinching that shoulder blade. So as I come up, I rotate that thumb outwards just a little bit, right? And I'm trying to pop my chest out. I'm literally just trying to feel that scapula, the middle of my back contract. So I pull and I open back. You don't have to keep it super neutral. I mean, you can come here, and if I do, I'm gonna feel a little bit more of the upper trap, right? So I'm gonna try and bring it back to the other side, okay? I'm just gonna flip around. We're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Again, the biggest thing here is making that mind-muscle connection. Most important thing, if you can't feel what you're working, you want to drop the weight. It's not about having a heavy weight, which you can increase over time. It's about feeling what you're doing and making that connection, right? So again, as you can see, I'm coming down, and I like to kind of open back and up just a little bit, right? I'm tucking that arm back, pinching that shoulder blade, bringing it down and in, and I'm just opening back. Because again, if we keep that hand neutral the whole time and we're coming up, it's gonna get a little bit more into the upper trap and the rhomboid, which I just specifically don't wanna do here, because again, I can get a little bit feeling in the mid-back, but if I open it up a little bit more and try and even, really wrap, you're trying to imagine you're trying to wrap your elbow around the other side of your back, you're gonna get a little bit of a deeper squeeze in the middle of your back, okay? So that's the single arm reverse fly. I'm just gonna use the same weight, and we're gonna do a single arm, half kneeling, reverse fly, dumbbell reverse fly, or I'm sorry, rear delt raise, all right? So we have our rear delt raise, we're here, leading up with that elbow, and then coming down, all right? So as I'm coming up, giving a little bit of pause, we're specifically paying attention to this rear delt, the back side of your shoulder, okay? Because sometimes done improperly, if you're not thinking about it, this can get the trap, the rhomboids, right? That other portion in the middle of the back. We specifically want to attack that back side of the shoulder. So I'm coming down, I'm coming up, getting a nice squeeze. Again, you can keep your hand flat, or you can keep your thumb or your fist down. I generally like to keep my fist down. It just feels a little bit better. And again, I'm just driving up, nice little pause at the top and then coming down. Really accentuate that squeeze, nice contraction. Again, as I come up, that elbow is going up and away from the body. So again, half kneeling, dumbbell, rear delt extension. So same thing with the other side. I have my pinky leading up, out, and away. That dumbbell's at a slight diagonal. My foot's just across the body from the knee. Just, I could bend the knee a little bit, sticking my butt back, abs are tight, up, out, and away, all right? So just driving that elbow up, pushing that pinky up into the ceiling, bringing it to the highest point. Again, if you can, try and pause at the top. I mean, as we get a little bit more advanced, we can kind of just crank out some reps, but you wanna make sure that you get these pauses in the beginning, because of the fact I want you to feel exactly this muscle that you're working. I want you to feel what you're doing. There's no point in going through these movements if you can't feel it. I'm all cool with you doing some faster and quicker reps as long as you feel that muscle back there, right? So bringing it up, nice squeeze, okay? Next move, we're gonna go a little bit heavier. And for this one, we're gonna do the dumbbell, one-arm dumbbell row, okay? A lot of little variations of doing this. You can do them half kneeling on the bench, which I'm doing everything here. You could do them standing with one hand down. So for the purpose of this workout, we're just gonna keep a knee down on the bench. It's gonna give us a little extra support. We have the dumbbell. Again, I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna give a nice squeeze there, okay? Bringing it back down. You're just using about 35 pounds here. Again, use a weight that you're comfortable with. You may start off super light. You may use the exact same weight you were using there just to kind of feel it. But as you can see, as I'm rotating, I'm coming down with a little bit of an overhand grip or semi-overhand, and then as I pull, I'm bringing that dumbbell in towards the hip. I'm trying to imagine like I'm wrapping my shoulder blade around. I'm not pulling that elbow higher than the shoulder, because that's going to get into the trap a little bit more. So I'm here, and I'm I'm kind of arcing my back a little bit. I want to dig that elbow. I want to imagine I'm pulling it in to the side of my body. And as I'm pulling, again, I'm not just rowing, right? I'm opening up that shoulder blade. I want to imagine like my elbow is wrapping all the way around to the other side of my back, okay? Same thing, we'll flip it around. I'm going to bring that foot out. It doesn't have to be out super wide, just wide enough where I can like push my foot into the ground, feel my glutes, all right? Foot's in line with the knee, hands down. I'm going to pull and I'm going to row right here. Again, if it's getting too heavy, you may, well, A, you could either drop the weight, B, you may just stay here, right? And I'm pulling and squeezing, but when I'm doing that, I mean, again, it's getting in tune with your body, right? So I'm pulling here, I feel the back, but if I can give it a little extra turn, I get that nice little deeper squeeze all the way going a little bit into the lower portion of my lat, right? Down and through the bottom part of my back, squeeze, I just feel it a little bit more. Again, you can just come straight up, but when I come up, I'm not just going up, I'm going up and back, right? I'm pulling it towards the hips, okay? Next move, we're gonna go into a dumbbell pullover. So again, abs are tight, we're grabbing this weight. When you're here, we're gonna kind of throw this weight up. We're lying down flat on the back, all right? Have the head flat down on the bench. Get a nice V grip position with your hands. Feet down onto the ground, big breath of air. Inhale on the way down, elbows are just a little bent, okay? And I'm dropping it back. Now, I'm going down pretty far because I have a good range of motion here. I'm gonna pull up towards the top. As I pull up, even though this is a back workout, I wanna try and squeeze my chest a little bit. I'm flexing at the pec right there. So I'm gonna inhale on the way down, right? I'm getting a nice stretch. And then as I'm coming up, I'm bringing the elbows in, I'm adducting them and squeezing the chest, all right? Inhale again, breathe in. On the way down, and then I'm coming up and squeezing. I'm not bending the elbows a lot. The arms pretty much stay fixed, okay? And we're just bringing this back. Now, if you have a hard time getting into this next one, just go ahead and stay here, which you may do. But if you can, maybe try this way, right? You get a little extra range of motion, requires a little extra effort. But I start from here, I get down onto the bench, right? Now I can create a little bit more of a stretch. So I drop the hips and drop the arms at the same time. Now I'm not able to go as far down, right? But I got a heck of a stretch in the lats. Now I'm gonna thrust the hips, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the chest. Inhale, big breath of air on the way down. I let my elbows come out a little bit. You can keep them down, but as I come out, I feel a little extra in my lats, in my triceps, and then I come up and I thrust and I squeeze. Again, I'm gonna inhale on the way down. Big breath of air here, nice little stretch. And then exhale and squeeze. So naturally, you're gonna feel your triceps, you're gonna feel the lats, but I like to squeeze the chest just a little bit more in this one. So that is that, all right? That's gonna be with the commentary. What we're gonna do next, I'm just gonna cue up the music. We're gonna go through all these exercises again, and we'll get moving.
If I slayed it, then I slayed it. If I'm hated, then I'm hated. If I made it, then I made it. Not cause it was destiny, not cause it was legacy. You won't get the best of me, I'm feeding off your jealousy. It's heresy, cause faith is very rare to me, and fate is always scared of me. I plan this out so carefully, so I become the best of me. I rest in peace successfully, no stress when I decompress. You see, I won't have any regrets for me when I take my final breath to be. I wanna leave a legacy, want a lot of equity. I want you to remember me with clarity. It's rare to see somebody just like me, somebody with honesty. We're living so fearfully, we live and die willingly, and almost instantly we're full of hate and bigotry, from social posts and imagery that aim to make hostility. We all react so differently, accept accountability, complaining almost instantly. What happened to our dignity? No sympathy, we need consistency, and this persistent negativity is new to me. Who will you choose to be? This world is losing me, I keep on losing sleep. We're all just lucid sheep. Yeah. Jealousy, it's heresy, cause faith is very rare to me, and fate is always scared of me. I plan this out so carefully, so I become the best of me. I rest in peace successfully, no stress when I decompress. You see, I won't have any regrets for me when I take my final breath to be. I wanna leave a legacy, want a lot of equity. I want you to remember me with clarity. It's rare to see somebody just like me, somebody with honesty. We're living so fearfully, we live and die willingly, and almost instantly we're full of hate and bigotry, from social posts and imagery that aim to make hostility. We all react so differently, accept accountability, complaining almost instantly. What happened to persistent negativity is new to me. Who will you choose to be? This world is losing me. I keep on losing sleep. We're all just lucid sheep. Yeah.
Really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Making music since I was a little kiddo. Never gonna stop, no, I'm never gonna quit. Oh, 𝘼𝙥𝙥𝙦𝙘, hit him with the remix. Oh.
And that's all I need. Yeah, that's all I need. Baby, I got me. Only friends I need. Playing on my team is someone like. On her body, is it too late now to say sorry? Your skin feels like I just took Molly. All I wanna do is turn you into a hobby. You always like that, I'm a little cocky. You always fight back like you wanna be Rocky. You always bite back like you wanna be a zombie. You're kinda like crack, I'm addicted to your body. Yeah, so she wanna play ball? Type of girl that'll make your skin crawl. I hit her with the Bombay, then we started feeling okay. Will Smith getting jiggy with it. I think I got a couple hickeys from it. I think she's waiting on the whiskey to hit. Just like a country song, it makes her feel risky with it. Couple drinks and my mind's clear. Look in her eyes and there's no fear. She's full of lies and a lot of beer. I'll let her leave with a souvenir. That's all I need, yeah, that's all I need. Baby, I got me, only friends I need. Playing on my team is someone like.
All right, we're finished. Arlo, you joined me just in time, huh, Bubs? Huh, Bubs? Hope you enjoyed today's workout. Definitely was a good one. Again, focusing on the back side of the body is something that I feel gets neglected to the person who's really maybe never worked out before. And maybe you came across this video and you've never really worked out either. I really highly recommend you do this workout. Prioritize the training in your back. Of course, I want you to prioritize the training in your legs as well. But if you have not seen my how to perform pull-ups tutorial, please watch that video. It's very, very important. I break it down using resistance bands. In the near future, at some point, I'm going to be doing an assisted pull-up dip machine tutorial, because if you're at a gym and they have that commercial grade equipment where you can adjust those pens and perform pull-ups and dips, it's probably one of the best upper body machines that you could ever use, okay? Because again, it's going to teach you how to do pull-ups and dips, which are probably two of the harder upper body exercises to do, Push-ups are hard, and probably the ultimate hardest I would say is a handstand push-up. Pull-ups being number 2, but those are a few of the exercises you've got to learn during your training career and in your training journey, okay? So like I said, please check out that pull-up video, super important. Again, hope you enjoyed today's workout. If you did, please go ahead, give this video a like, subscribe, click that notification bell so you never miss any of my latest content. And I'm sure if I sent you this video personally, I'm really glad that you made it all the way here and you did this, because you need to do it, especially if you're at home and you've got very little equipment. Maybe you just try and literally use your water bottle. Just do that. Work on that mind-muscle connection. Obviously, sometimes we will use a heavier weight because it will help stimulate and help engage that connection even further. But in the beginning, just start off with a water bottle. Maybe you're doing your goal posts and external rotations with water bottles. It's definitely gonna help. And again, you don't need to go heavy. It's not about lifting a lot of heavy weight. It's about making that mind-muscle connection and getting that tension, right? I always tell a lot of guys this. It doesn't matter how much weight you could bench. No one gives a crap if you take off your shirt when you're at the beach, right? Like, it matters, the muscles, all that they're concerned about is how much tension they get. Your body, your chest doesn't know if you're pressing 315 or 225. It knows tension, right? And if we create more tension with an even lighter amount of weight and get a better squeeze, again, that's gonna help us develop our bodies. Now, of course, as we get stronger, we can use weight, and there's a time and a place for that. But again, when you're first starting off training, and like I tell this with all my brand new clients, let's work the first 90 days, make that mind-muscle connection. Let's engage it properly so we can do things safely and efficiently so you never get hurt. So again, thank you so much for tuning in and appreciate you being here. And again, I can't wait to see you checking out my next workout.
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but some have been much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to speak, but you listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret. I keep on working, I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on the flag. I sail this ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back, I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash, up like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen.